Friendship Files! Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. Well, first of all, hi guys. We are back.
We're back. It's been a minute.
It has been more than a minute, but we're so excited to be back. I mean, a lot has happened.
A lot has happened. We're currently in Los Angeles, California right now.
A little girls trip.
On a girls trip, and what better moment than to pull out the camera and update you guys on where we've been, what our life has been like.
Y'all, we've been so excited to record this day. We've been like bouncing off the walls, talking all about what we should be telling you guys, updating you guys on, and we might be a little rusty, but hang in there with us.
So we have really big news.
We moved to Hawaii!
We've actually lived in Hawaii for about 8 to 9 months now.
Yeah, like actually quite a while, which is crazy to think about.
Some of you might know, some of you might not know, but for the podcast, this is our first official Hawaii video we're going to be talking about just why we're in Hawaii, why we decided to move to Hawaii, how it's been, how things are going.
We have so much to say as well. Let's just start there. Like, we could actually talk for like hours about this topic, and we probably will. I mean, the story is crazy, guys. It honestly goes all the way back to high school, Ella and Mackenzie. We both actually went to Hawaii for our high school senior trips. I went to Maui and Kauai. She did Big Island. And it was so crazy because we both just fell in love with the culture, the island life.
Yeah.
And then we met in college and both told each other that we had always kind of like felt Hawaii on our heart and like wanted to go back. And then last year, I'll let you take this part.
So, yes, Ella and Mackenzie were in college, and we always talked about how it would be such a dream to live there for a period of time.
Yep.
And, well, as you guys know, from our first ever episode, we moved from college to Nashville together and had the best time in Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh, Nashville.
And as our contract was ending, we were just like, where do we go from here? Do we stay in Nashville? Do we go somewhere new? It's just me and her.
Yep.
And with big dreams. And the one thing I love about our friendship is we're just yes type of people.
We are yes girls. I mean, honestly, last year we traveled over half of America together in a truck,
Tell
in
'em,
a
girl.
car, on a plane. We traveled to a different state every single week, and that's kind of why last year's podcast went a little bit left. Was we were just on the go. And so
we were
December
on the
rolls
go,
around, holidays are happening, and we're like, we need to find a place to stay like put. Like we need to just like stay put for a while.
Our job contract was pretty much ending, and we both just looked at each other one night, and we were like, should we pack up and go to Hawaii? And logistically, we knew nothing. Like, when I tell you guys, we hadn't even been to Oahu at the moment.
We had never been to Oahu.
We had never even been to Oahu, but one night we literally looked at each other and I was like, you know what? Like, I just know that we're going to tell our kids about this, and I know that we're never going to get this time back, and I really feel like the Lord opened up so many doors to just let us literally book a plane ticket and go.
And we literally showed up knowing nothing. I mean, no car.
Oh, gosh.
We didn't know one person. I mean, we did not know one person on that whole island. And we came with 8 bags, over 350 pounds worth of luggage. Yes. We showed up, and we were so excited. I mean, we got off the plane in our little Hawaii sweatshirts, flower clips, and we were, like, so ready. We were so excited for the island life.
We were so ready, and it felt like we were, like, embarking on such a new journey. So pretty much, to bring it all the way back, Nashville, one night, in a car, we book a one-way plane ticket. Then we book an Airbnb in the middle of Oahu. We didn't even know where it was. We just booked it because the living room was so spacious.
It was so Hawaii, too.
It was so spacious, so cute. In the Airbnb photo, it was like Hawaii surfboard, and I was just like, yes, this feels like home.
But the crazy thing is we showed up, and we actually had like probably 3 or 4 days until we could get into our Airbnb. Mm-hmm. So we land, and what do? We Uber to a hostel. And I'm telling you,
I actually think we have a lot of footage from the hostel. Insert footage from the hostel and the moments that we just arrived, because we videotaped it.
We did. Honestly, we should go and make a little video of that because it's so funny to look back on. We show up to this hostel, and first of all, we get an Uber. We did not get the Uber XL. Anyone who's moving to Hawaii, Uber XL.
This is so good.
We get in this tiny little car with all our bags, and the guy is like, I don't know if this is going to fit. And Ella and I are like, we will make it fit.
I'm like,
what do you think, baby?
there are any girls that will make something fit in a car.
Like, you're not leaving us. We have flown across the ocean. We're hungry. We're tired. We're sweating already.
We had bags on top of us. We had bags in the back in the trunk. We had bags in the front. And
Passenger
I remember
seat.
him. I remember there was like a rainbow as we were driving in.
Oh,
We have
that was
all
so
the
cute.
suitcases. We're so hot. We're like tired. Also, the time change.
Yep, crazy.
And we're on our way to a hostel, and it felt like it was our Hannah Montana moment.
It really was.
It really was. It was like we were in Nashville, boots on, baby back ribs in hand, and then
Broadway going,
boot wearing,
horses out in the field.
And now we're in Hawaiʻi flower clips, bikinis underneath our travel clothes, as if we were going to go in the water. And acai bowl eating, like it's so crazy that we went from such a drastic change, and we arrived at the hostel. Hostel was phenomenal. We will definitely link them down below.
I would highly recommend, but it was just hilarious. I mean, we get out with all of our bags. I'm so excited to check in.
Oh yeah.
Grab a shower, go to a cute dinner in Waikiki, and we show up, and I walk up to the desk. Ella's still getting the bags, saying bye to the Uber, and I look at the front desk, and I'm like, there's nobody there. But then I see this sign, and it says, "Gone for a surf, be back soon."
And I was like, oh.
I look at Ella, and I said, no one's here to check us in. I don't know where he is, but he's gone for a surf. Who knows how long?
And that's when we realized we were no longer in, which now we know, this place where all of you guys live, this is called the mainland.
The mainland.
That's when we realized we were no longer in the mainland.
We had now arrived on island time.
And so we were sitting there on our suitcases, just in the hostel, and we look to the right. There's like floaties, surfboards, boogie boards, and it says, "Please bring back." And I was like,
you can just take it, and they just trust you to bring it back.
I was like, I love this because in LA,
no, you're buying the floaty. You're buying the whole floaty and 5
I don't know
more.
if people will bring it back.
Yeah, literally. So it's just already so funny, the cultural things we were just like seeing from like literally 20 minutes into Waikiki.
We also, we go in the hostel, and then we're moving into our Airbnb, which we did no research on really anything. I don't know if that was on purpose by us or if that was pure enjoyment of just going into it.
I feel like we just didn't even know what to look up, right?
This is good.
We're like, one-way flight, Airbnb booked, hostel for a few days.
Which is also exactly, a little side note, exactly why we're making this series and why we wanted to pick up the microphones, because we tried to do so much research on just like where to live, transportation, and we really didn't find many videos. So I just want you guys to know, like, we are doing this series to show you guys how we figured it out. Learning from all of our mistakes, where to live, housing situations, car situations, job situations, like
bus, yes to bus or no to bus. I mean, we didn't know.
Big no to bus, which we learned.
We learned that really fast. We'll talk about that story in a second.
But we're here to literally just like answer questions, tell you guys how we did it, and also just encourage you guys, like, say yes, move wherever you want to go. So I'm going to give it right back to Mackenzie. We arrive at our Airbnb in the middle of nowhere.
I mean, y'all.
In the middle of the island.
Didn't really know the good and bad areas of the island, but I mean, we end up this area, let's just say it's not really quite like town, which they call Waikiki and Honolulu like town is what they call it. So we're definitely not in town anymore.
We are not in town, which I believe we should have been in town. Like, we should have picked an Airbnb close to town.
Which is another recommendation, which we can dive on later. But we show up at our Airbnb, and of course, the first day we check in and we're like, well, what do we need to get started here in Hawaiʻi?
We're also our Airbnb, we're living in a local's home on the top floor in just a room.
Yes.
And we knew that. But we didn't know there was no AC. We didn't know. There was a couple things that when we arrived, I was like, where are we?
How did we get here?
And yes,
we show up, check in. I'm like, first thing we need, I mean, we are big eaters.
Big foodies.
We're big foodies.
And we've been traveling.
Already done the hostel, and we're like, what do we need so we're not eating out all the time? We need groceries. So we don't have a car, and
it's like little things like, what's the grocery stores here? Like, those were conversations me and her were having. We're like, what is Foodland? Like, we literally did not know.
I mean, we literally didn't. I thought it was like a land of food. honestly.
But I knew we could probably get something from there.
Come to find out, it's a local grocery store. Anyway, we knew we needed groceries, so what do we say? We were like, we need to go to Costco.
Our favorite place in the whole world.
Because we know they have stuff that we'll love, right?
Of course.
So we type it in our little phones, bus to Costco. Right?
Bus to Costco.
And it's like a 12-minute little walk to the bus stop. We're like, great, let's put on our little flower clips. We have our matching little rompers on. We go walking away in our little clouds and hokas, and we show up at the bus stop. And
so we are really just winging this whole thing. So we found these on the floor, and we just picked them up.
Literally on this sidewalk. Our phone right now is on someone's mailbox.
And we're waiting for the bus. I don't know when it's coming.
That's a Mack truck.
Oh.
I can see the bus.
We don't know when it's coming, but we're excited for it to come.
I mean,
because we're about to go to Costco, which is going to be
no
30
research, no nothing.
No.
We literally just typed in our phone, Costco, bus route. And let's see how it goes.
And we get on, and the bus driver goes, where are you guys going to? And we say, Costco. And he's like, there's not a bus stop at Costco. And I was like, oh. And he's like, but I'll take you to the bus that will get you to Costco.
Which is interesting because on our maps, it said that bus was supposed to take us to Costco. So already I was like, this is English, Spanish, and French, and I speak none of them.
Yep.
So we end up at actually the Costco wholesale for furniture.
For furniture. Come to find out, there's multiple Costcos in Oahu and a Costco wholesale. We ended up at the wrong one.
We ended up at the one Costco that... Yes. So
hilarious.
These were little things in like our first couple of days in Oahu where we were just like, wow. And like learning it together, I mean, we were having to have like some hard conversations of like, how do we do this? Like, it was really like our first, almost like it felt a little bit like we were living internationally a tad because everything was new.
Yeah,
Every
I
single
agree.
thing was new. The vibe, the culture, how people do things.
Finding jobs there. I mean, we showed up with no job, guys.
No job, which...
No job, no car. All we had was a place to live, an Airbnb for 6 weeks.
And only for 6 weeks. We only planned on being in Oahu for about 6 weeks because why? We had no idea if we would like it. We had no idea how it would be. And so we finished the Costco journey. We decided to walk and then Uber back to the Airbnb.
Wrap on that story. Yeah,
and
having to Uber.
we then have our job interview pretty much when we were still in Nashville, Tennessee. We sat in this little meeting room.
Oh my word, we have videos from that too, which we should totally
We're totally gonna insert it, but we sat in this little meeting room together and we just started...
It's really snowing outside and we're researching...
Snowing in Nashville. Yeah.
We're researching jobs in Oahu, like what could we do part-time, to just make ends meet, if you will.
Yes, we didn't want to show up and not have plans for a job figured out because we knew that life was going to start going super fast, and we also knew cost of living in Hawaii is a little bit more, and so we definitely prepared ourselves well. But we then end up going to our first job interview. Shout out Roy's, Jonathan,
Hawaiian
Aroma
Aroma
Cafe.
I mean, all of them.
We show up to our first little job interview, which we'll go fully into detail on all of
guys.
it.
So us. I mean, matching little outfits.
Matching sets, and we sit down with Royce, who is one of the best bosses ever, and
honestly, one of the best bosses I've
and
ever had.
we've met so many cool people through that job and built
like
such a community. It's crazy that we've been there for now like 8 months, and I feel like we've built such a life there. Like, shout out Kiahi, shout out Callie, shout out just all of our friends in Oahu. It's so beautiful to meet so many other people that honestly kind of got up and left and either like lived in Oahu or moved to Oahu and are young and are figuring out life and just said yes. So
agreed. I mean, honestly, I'm so thankful for all the life we've built since we've moved there. I honestly think, like, looking back, I'm, like, thinking of myself at 18. I'm, like, literally thinking of myself, and I'm, like, what would I tell 18-year-old Mackenzie? I would tell her to say yes. I would tell her to go to college, find one best friend, like, literally just one friend that you get along with, you love, you could do anything with, and literally say yes together. Go travel the world, say yes to anything. I mean, y'all, we did a job right out of college together. We moved to the same city, same apartment, same room, and traveled together every single week. I mean, that was a crazy experience in and of itself. And then wrapping that, we decided to say yes to moving to an island. We didn't have it figured out. we didn't know how to move to an island. There's no how-to guide. But my biggest advice to anyone watching and literally to myself is just to take the journey and say yes to everything because you never know what it'll lead to.
Also, too, like, you don't have to have everything figured out. We really, to each place we moved, when I tell you we actually moved with maybe 1% of knowledge of what was going to be there for us,
Yeah.
what was in store. Like, you don't need to have it all figured out. And, like, as long as you have someone by your side to
Yep.
bounce ideas with, because both Hawaii and Nashville, there's been some low moments, there's been some high moments,
Yeah.
there's been some confusing moments, but doing it together makes it so worth it. And it really, like, relieves the burden of just figuring out the unknown of life.
Yeah.
And so I fully agree. Our number one advice that we would tell anyone watching or our 18-year-old self would 100% be to find a best friend and do life together.
I'm so thankful. It literally makes everything better. I mean, this friendship has changed my life, and I think the same could happen if you find one good friend. So I definitely say that. I also think, like, we definitely decided when we were looking at each other in December and really talking about it, we were just like, we have nothing to lose. We have no attachments. We have nothing that would be holding us back. I think so many people, and like so many times, it's so easy to let fear of not knowing what to do, how to do it, or just all the question marks of life hold you back. But we literally were just like, there's no better time, there's no better season of life to say yes to going to do something.
Yeah, I think also conversations that we were having in December too was like there's nothing tying us down to a place. And I feel like that's very rare. And that's why I want to encourage all of the people in their 20s, like you, my earring just dropped.
Bye.
Bye, earring. I want to encourage everyone in their 20s, like, just like she said, say yes to everything, but also like move. Travel the world. Go see the world. There's so much there. The fact that if we wouldn't have said yes in December, I wouldn't have met half the people I know now and half the community I have now. And the fact that if we wouldn't have said yes, we wouldn't have these experiences and memories that we've collected. Like, if I could measure my life or our life, we're not going to remember the 9-to-5 job that we worked in Nashville. We're going to remember the hikes we did at 5 in the morning together. We're going to remember the airplane rides where we literally were landing not knowing a single person or a single thing. And it's like, I know that this is what we're going to tell our kids about. And so please, please, please don't follow the norm of society that you have to do this and have to do this after college and it has to go this way. And this is the idea of success. The idea of success is so up to you and how you measure your life and what fills up your cup. What fills up our cup is doing life together, traveling, seeing the world, and like honestly throwing ourselves in situations and just letting us figure it out because, like she said, you watch episode 1 of 2 girls who just got out of college and just moved to Nashville, and you see episode 4 now of 2 girls who have now lived in Nashville on their own and now lived in Hawaii, and now we're 8 months out of that. Like,
we are not the same people.
We are not the same people, and that's partly because of jobs we worked, but majority that's because of people we've met, struggles we had to endure. And
figuring it out. Like, I think she's saying experiences are so valuable because your experiences are what shape you. I think education, we learned so much in college, but I will tell you, I have learned more the last 2 years post-college than I have in, like, so long, honestly. Like,
I agree.
I've grown more. I've seen myself become more who I believe I am supposed to be in this life.
Good.
I feel like we've grown more with the Lord, more with, like, fulfilling our purpose in this life, even doing this podcast, and that's all because we stepped out, said yes to experiences, and it brought us here. Brought us right here.
That leads me right into the question I'm the most excited to ask you about. What's one thing that the Lord's taught you since moving to Hawaii?
I feel like there's a lot of different things, but I feel like the main thing I've been really sitting on, and I know she just kind of mentioned it, is since moving to Hawaii, I feel like there's so many different ways that people go after college. There's the 9-to-5 worker, there is the traveler, there is someone who already has kids. There's so many different ways you can go in this life. And I think just being able to say that we did last year, say that we moved to an island, I've just been really thinking about just being so content in your season, not comparing yourself to what everyone else is doing, but just sitting with where you're at and making it the best ever. I mean, there's so many different things that we could complain about, right? And there always will be. We live on an island, but still sometimes I find myself complaining about no AC in the afternoon. But
So good. Yes. Wow.
that's a real thing. But I think just sitting with the Lord's brought us this far, the Lord's brought us to this chapter right here and now for such a purpose, such a time as this, with my best friend on an island and just enjoying it. I think there's so often it's easy to look ahead and want the next season, or to look behind and be like, oh, I wish I could go back or do something different or be back with those friends. But the goodness and the joy of the Lord is found whenever you are seriously in the here and now and you take it in.
Speak it, girl.
And you
Preach
make
it. Let's go. Come on, girl.
And you make it the best ever, the best possible. So I think for me, it's just finding the joy in the here and now, not knowing what's next and being okay with it. And just truly finding peace in that. And I'm going to toss it right back to you. What has the Lord been teaching you since we moved to Hawaii?
Oh my goodness. Okay, wow. First of all, that was such a beautiful answer. I mean, this woman has so much wisdom in her. I feel like doing life with you daily is crazy.
Same
It
to
really
you, girl.
is. Like, that's my best friend. That's who I get to sit and listen to and talk to all day. What the Lord has been teaching me right now is just the beauty of the unknown. I was talking to her about this last night, but I think growth comes from uncomfortability.
Yep.
And I think I don't even feel like we were complacent in Nashville,
Yeah.
but I just knew that throwing us in a whole nother place would add so much more growth to us. And I think it's so difficult sometimes not knowing what's next. Like, for example, we didn't even know we were going to be in LA this weekend. We booked these
You
tickets.
booked this
Friday
Friday
night
night.
and
showed
arrived
up Saturday
morning. My family lives in here, and I wanted to surprise my dad for his birthday. Shout out, Dad. But
Shout out, Mimi.
we really don't know, like, when we're leaving Hawaii. We don't know what's next. We don't know what the next couple of months hold.
Yeah.
And
All true.
sometimes I feel like it can create so much fear in me, but that's where the Lord comes in, and it's like he
Yeah.
already has it figured out.
So good.
How, like, it's crazy that he saw me and Mackenzie in Arizona.
No. This is gonna make me
He saw us in Arizona and saw us on the plane to Hawaii, saw us on the plane in Nashville, and just
Yeah.
it's so beautiful because the Lord equips you with so many people around you where, like, the unknown of life almost becomes so fun. Like, the fact
Yeah.
that I look at her and I'm just like, wow, I can't wait to see where we are in a year. I can't wait to see what life looks
So
like,
good.
how we look. Like, even, like, looking at the
Previous
podcast, I'm like, wow, the growth that came from saying no to things, saying yes to things, putting ourselves in uncomfortable situations, like,
Yeah.
oh,
I
it
agree.
makes me want to do it even more. Like, I want to look at her and be like, where are we going next, girl?
Yeah.
Because I don't want us to stop here. I want us to reach our fullest potential. And so, yeah, the Lord's been teaching me the beauty of the unknown and just trusting
So
that
good.
He has it figured out. And it's so true. I think to, like, wrap on just, like, Hawaii for us and just what it looks like right now, like, I think of our roommates, shout out Matt and Parker, who we literally met on the side of the road in Waikiki walking down. Like, God has every moment figured out. And
Yes, yeah,
I
so
look
good.
back on just us arriving in Hawaii on the plane and just seeing what our life is now there and what we've
Yeah.
made it to be and what we've created it to be is just so beautiful. And I mean, also some fun news. We're starting a Bible study this Thursday.
We're so excited. It's honestly so crazy to think about what all we've built in the last, like, 8 to 9 months. I mean, just, like, a whole friend group, roommates,
Yeah.
friends, job, everything. And we're so excited to actually be starting the Bible study because I feel like it's been really on our heart to, like, host people, really just pour into people, just like this
Yeah.
podcast. Like, we just want to share what we've learned, walk life with people, like, and just learn more about Jesus together. And I feel like this podcast and that is going to be a place to do it. But yeah. News on Hawaii. We're starting a Bible study.
We're so excited. If you want to join,
if you live in Oahu,
text us below. We're also trying to see if maybe we can, like, stream it or something, just because we have so many
Yeah.
friends
different places.
that live so many different places, and even our families and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
so let us know if that's something you guys would be interested in. But
sure.
life is good. We're doing so good, and oh my goodness,
Life in Oahu, guys. I mean, it's crazy. I feel like, I mean, think about Nashville. What were we doing? We were raiding coffee. I mean,
we had barbecue probably every single night. Like,
I mean, we had barbecue. We had Chipotle. We were raiding coffee shops.
we were going on walks in fields. We were cowgirls at the heart. Now
We were boot wearing. I mean, we had like 10 pairs of boots, y'all. We had so many.
we wanted to make a boot wall.
And now,
Our boots are packed up in Rel's.
boots went to bikinis.
Boots went to bikinis.
Coffee Windas, you bulls.
And we now have sea urchins in our foot from surfing.
Yeah, and now we're surfing.
Now we're surfing, and
what is that? Like, life is so
it's so different. The conversations we're having are so different. The funny, little moments are so different. I mean, I feel like we're living, that soul surfer life right now, and it's
Hannah
so cool.
Montana to soul surfer.
Hannah Montana to soul surfer. We are, surfing before church and actually putting our boards in the back, and we're stumbling in church in a little white dress, and I'm just like, wow.
It's so different.
Thank
I
you,
don't know
Jesus.
the last time we, really did, a full beat makeup look. I mean, natural
Oh,
hair.
no. Natural hair
Natural hair.
is the way to go there.
I mean, it totally rhymed. I love that.
That is the way to go there. I mean, we had to almost redo our whole wardrobe.
I mean, we really did. We honestly
All the jean shorts went away. I'm now wearing, maxi skirts.
linen pants.
We honestly live in our bathing suit.
All we wear is our little swimsuits and work clothes. That's literally it.
That's literally
Which
it.
is crazy. But honestly, there's so much to share. I mean, how we moved
Yes,
there, how we rented a car, how she bought a car, how we grocery shop, how we save money. I mean, there is so much to talk about with how we moved to Hawaii, and this is video 1. We're so excited to share more with y'all. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment them below.
Yeah.
Message us. We'd love to chat with y'all. We honestly just want to encourage anyone and everyone to pursue whatever the Lord's put on their heart, whether that's moving to a rock in the middle of the ocean.
So good.
Any questions you guys have, let us know. We're going to be starting to post a lot just about all the little details that she hit on. And because if any other questions, feel free to reach out, because we know that this is something that I know that we really wanted answers to. So
And we didn't find that much. So we're here to just give you guys the answers. And like we were talking about, I mean, life is so different pre-COVID, after COVID. So anything we can provide you guys with to help out, we want to. But anyway, thank you guys for listening. And
that's a wrap on Friendship File 4.